Hello, this is RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy. Hey guys, today I'm bringing you the most important upgraded features to the Galaxy Z Flip 7. Let's get started. So first off, the biggest upgrade has to be the screen. The screen on the Flip 7 is 4.1 inches, which is a substantial upgrade from the 3.4 that was on the Flip 6. But not only that, 4.1 actually makes it even bigger screen than the Razer Ultra. So right now, in terms of flipping phone, I believe it does have the biggest front screen out of any flip phone on the market. But not only that, the front display has been upgraded. It now is going to be 120 Hertz and 2600 nits of brightness, just like the internal screen. So that's really impressive just because you're going to be able to see that screen very well, and it can move very fast and very smoothly. The internal display though also got a bump up, coming in at 6.9 inches versus 6.7 on the Flip 6. But not only that, it got bigger in the best way. It is not only a little bit taller, but it's actually wider. This will make it a lot easier to use when it's opened up. I felt the aspect ratio was a little bit too narrow before, so I like that it's going to be wider, easier to use one-handed that way. And I think a lot of people will be happier with this new wider flip. The battery again got a big upgrade, coming in at 4,300 now, which is 300 more milliamps bigger than the Flip 6, which was already 300 more milliamps bigger than the Flip 5. So we've seen 600 milliamps in the past two series, and that just means your battery life is going to last even longer. The important part about that too is this battery is actually now bigger than the standard Galaxy S25, meaning that the Flip is actually overall, I would say, a better buy than the standard S25, which I always felt it should be because it does cost more, of course, but now there's very little reason to consider the S25 instead of the Flip if you just want a standard phone, but might want something extra, a little different, and it'll have a better battery life. The cameras, I just want to say, didn't get any major upgrades, same megapixels. The only real big upgrade from it is what all of these new phones have, which is going to be 10-bit HDR. So the color and vibrancy will be better overall. Instead of having 8-bit, which was the older kind of color that most phones have, it's going to have 10-bit, just a richer, deeper, and more contrast in your photos with HDR. All right, the next big upgrade has to be the software, and Gemini comes to the front screen, I would say is the biggest one. So Gemini now is going to be available to be on the front screen, very easy to use and use it in all of its different forms. The one that they showed off that I was kind of interested in and definitely want to check out more is going to be camera sharing. So when you actually lay it out in a tent, you can have Gemini see you and ask questions about it. Maybe how does this fit look? Or what could something in this room be improved on? Whatever it could be. I just like that aspect that in tent form, it's more useful now because of Gemini. It also has the Now bar and Now brief, which are softwares that launched on the S25, which I had higher hopes for. They have not gotten many changes, but hopefully if more developers support it, it can be useful in the near future. As of right now, it's just a nice feature to have. But one feature that I think a lot of people have been asking for and waiting for a while now is DeX on the Flip. So yes, DeX comes to the Flip, so now you can plug it in and have DeX on your external screens. I think this is really good. It's one thing that kind of separated it from the flagships, in my opinion, just so you could be able to do it if you need to. And now that DeX is on the Flip, you can obviously connect it and literally use it as a computer on any external monitor. For the last big feature, I'm going to call this expansion, because now not only is there a Galaxy Flip 7, but there is a Galaxy Flip FE. This is a $200 cheaper model, so coming in at $899, and it's essentially kind of looks like a revitalized version of the Flip 6. It does have the same screen size as the Flip 6, very much in that same vein. It does have an Exynos 2400, so a different processor, but again, it is $200 cheaper than the Flip 7. So definitely something to think of in the long run in terms of you'll always have a cheaper alternative. And I think this is something Samsung needed to put out. But what did this cost us? What do all these features cost us? Well, the first thing is that it cost us the processor. Yes, the rumors are true. The Exynos 2500 is the processor that's going to be on this smartphone, not the Snapdragon 8 Elite. What does that mean to you? Two things. One is that this is about 1 Hz frequency slower than the Snapdragon 8 Elite on the Galaxy Fold 7. So what that means is that we're probably going to see not as demanding games work as well on this processor. However, this does have lower tier processors that run at slower clock speeds, so much so that we should actually see an improvement on battery life compared to the Snapdragon 8 Elite. So depending on what you want, there is going to be if you like this or not. The second one actually isn't a cost, but just something that I feel is still a miss for Samsung. They did not open up the front screen to any app. And although you can kind of tweak this with good luck, which I will have a video on later in the upcoming month, so make sure you subscribe to get that one. But it is going to be a miss, as the Moto Razrs, you can do any app on the front screen, and we love that ability. I really wish Samsung would do this, and I feel that it's still a miss that they haven't done it yet. So what is my conclusion? I believe that just like last year, I called the Flip 6 the best vlogging phone out on the market, and I think the Flip 7 is going to be this year's best vlogging phone. What do I mean by that? I mean you're going to get the absolute best selfie taking and video taking you can possibly get for vlogging than any other product out there. There is no other product that has this good of a front-facing camera when it faces you and you can see yourself on the screen than this one, in my opinion, for everyday use, and the ability to also connect to social media. You can use external devices, you can use all these different kind of things, but when it comes to one vlogging device, the Flip just kind of fits that goal. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. Thank you as always so much for watching. This has been RICKY, the YouTube Tech Guy.
Thank you so much again for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Also, follow me on social media at YouTube Tech Guy. And check out some more great tech videos on your screen right now.